gliding. Firstly, I'm glad you're here. You're alive.
Rotorcraft journey and our first helicopter lesson. My name is Paul Martin, and I will be your flight instructor. I must say, it is a very beautiful time of the year to begin your helicopter trainings at Grenoble-le-Versailles Aerodrome. Meet our trainer helicopter, Cabri G2. You already know how the flight control surfaces of airplanes work, right? But do you understand how a helicopter turns without ailerons and speeds up without elevator? Here, look at the Cabri's main rotor. This is our main control surface. By tilting the main rotor disc forward, backward, left, or right, we can change the direction of the thrust vector and move the helicopter in the chosen direction.
That's a lot of trust in something that looks so janky.
The main rotor blades advance in a clockwise direction. What do you think we need the tail rotor for? Walk closer and look at it. By changing the tail rotor's thrust, we can control the direction that the nose of the helicopter points. The Cabri G2 utilizes a fenestrine-type tail rotor. It differs from a conventional open-tail rotor by being integrally housed within the tail boom. Now let's continue our training inside the cockpit. Get in and buckle up. Welcome aboard. Don't be surprised that you're sitting on the right side. Unlike in airplanes, pilots typically sit on the right seat in helicopters. Now, let's make you familiar with the Cabri's flight controls. Look here, this is what we call the collective lever, or simply collective. We use collective to climb or descend, or in other words, to control our vertical speed. Try raising it up and lowering it down. Make sure to leave it in the most downward position. Here's what we call the cyclic stick, or just cyclic.
Yeah, it definitely is basic. I mean, there are people out there with advanced helicopters, and it's up to you how advanced you want to fly it.
At least in a forward flight. Left or right inputs cause the helicopter to roll into a turn, and forward and back inputs change the pitch attitude. Try moving it left and right, forward and aft.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for the people that are into helicopters, I'm sure it all works. They can go crazy with realism.
Allows you to completely release the static forces in flight, both longitudinal and lateral. Try pushing the knob left and right, forward and aft.
Winter break is over in Germany, so hopefully Henning and others will be flying again, he says. Flying again soon. Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen you since like New Year's and everything, so happy New Year. Happy, a lot of turmoil in the world, but I've got my coffee here and I'm raising a toast to all of us and a big smile on my face with hope and love and prayers. We'll get through it all and we'll all come out better on the other side. Cheers. Okay. You can't wait for shared cockpit. I know that would be fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So what does he want us to do with the trim?
And finally, the anti-torque pedals, located in the same place as the rudder pedals in an airplane. They serve a similar purpose controlling the direction that the nose of the aircraft points. In a hover flight, they help you to control yaw and heading, but in forward flight, they serve the same purpose as in airplanes, adjusting the side slip angle. Try pushing the left and right pedals one after the other, and look at them in the process.
I really do need to get my head around that better. It is really different. So that is the area that's causing me the most problem at the moment is, the physics of this all and using this right. So
let's have a look at the instrument panel. I'm sure you have already spotted what we call the six-pack. 6 primary instruments all airplanes also have. Look at the altimeter, for instance. As you see, the ground elevation here is around 720 feet. An interesting fact related to altitudes. In forward flight, a helicopter can fly much higher than when it's hovering. After our hovering training, you will understand why it's like that. Now look at the airspeed indicator. What can we learn just by looking at it? You can see right away that the indications start from 20 knots. The caution range lasts up to 45 knots, and you should never exceed 130 knots airspeed. Why should we be cautious when flying slow? I will show why in our next training. Now, would you please look at the vertical speed indicator? It is very important to monitor VSI, especially on descent. If you descend faster than 300 feet per minute at low airspeed, you may settle your helicopter into its own downwash. This is called a vortex ring state, and it is an emergency situation you will eventually learn to deal with. But for now, simply get used to monitoring your VSI, just like you monitor altitude, airspeed, and engine parameters. Another thing to remember while flying is to keep the fuselage in the correct streamline position. For that, we monitor the turn coordinator ball, just like we do in airplanes, or the more sensitive indicator, the yaw string, just like we do in gliders. The ball and the yaw string should be kept in the center. We won't use other classic instruments much in our trainings, because we will mostly fly by visual references. However, you do need to know about the EPM, which stands for Electronic Pilot Monitor. Let's start the engine and avionics to see it running.
Now, if you're doing this, stop right there. It's bugged. Okay, so every time that I try to just hit now Control E and move forward in the tutorial, it restarts the tutorial, and I don't want to do it again. And so what I found is if you turn on the master switch and let the avionics, or turn on some other switches, I turn on the strobe, why not? And then do your Control E, then it'll continue with the tutorial. So get that smart screen up that he wants. Because it says, look at the avionics there. The avionics are up. Now Control E. And again, simplified. Yeah, you're right. We're not... it bugged again. Son of a gun. So...
I understand. You want to fly, but believe me, you need to know some theory first. Let's start over again.
Yeah. So the second time it usually works, but it's bugged.
You're sitting on the right side.
This is
like in airplanes,
kind of infuriating.
right seat in helicopters. Now, let's make you familiar with the Cabry's flight controls.
Okay, hold on a moment.
Collective lever, or simply collective.
Okay, that requires yes, I can open up the Discord channel and I can listen to you guys and I can talk. I don't think I have to have it broadcasting through. If you want it to broadcast through, you're going to have to let me know. Now, forgive me, I've been away for a while, and so I'm terribly rusty. Let's get through this tutorial too. I'm loading Discord now. He wants us to look at it.
We use collective to climb or descend, or in other words, to control our vertical speed. Try raising it up and lowering it down. Make sure to leave it in the most downward position. Here's what we call the cyclic stick, or just cyclic.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. See if I'm in the right channel. Hello, hello. I hear you, but I'm not hearing. I mean, I see that you're talking, but I'm not hearing you. So one moment. See if it's something in my settings. Test 1 2 testing 1 2. You'll be muted and deafened. Da 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 da. Let's check. Testing 1 2. Okay, that's working. I've got it set to the right speakers. Let's see. speakers. All right, how do we get out of here?
Hello?
Hello.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Hold on, folks. Let me get this. I'm stuck in the settings screen, and I'm trying to get back to the main screen.
Let me join you. I'm starting Microsoft Flight Simulator now. I come back in a moment. I just want to take my iPad.
Okay.
It looks similar to the airplane stick,
Can you hear me?
doesn't it?
Yes, one moment.
Similarly too,
Oh,
at least in
yeah.
a forward flight. Left or right inputs cause the helicopter to roll into a turn, and forward and back inputs change the pitch attitude. Try moving it left and right, forward and aft. On the top of the cyclic stick, you can see a cyclic trim knob. The Cabri uses a dual-axis electric trim, allows you to completely release the static forces in flight, both longitudinal and lateral. Try pushing the knob left and right, forward and aft.
Sorry, I'm trying to get through this training thing here. There we go.
And finally, the anti-torque pedals, located in the same place as the rudder pedals in an airplane. They serve a similar purpose controlling the direction that the nose of the aircraft
Okay,
points.
I'm watching your
In a hover
now.
flight, they help you to control yaw and heading. But in forward flight, they serve the same purpose as in airplanes, adjusting the side slip angle. Try pushing the left and right pedals one after the other, and look at them in the
Hannes,
process.
I can barely hear you. Also, you're very quiet for me. I don't know.
Yeah, you're both very quiet for me too. Let me see if I can turn up my output over here. My output here.
So I can hear you very well, actually, but Hannes is not very well, to be honest.
Well, it's nice to finally talk to you.
It is.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's been over a year, I think.
Yeah,
If
maybe longer.
not longer, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck in the Discord settings screen, and I don't know how to get out of it. So I'm trying to get back to the room, and I can check levels, but I don't know what I've done.
You just press escape.
Thank you very much. That worked like a charm. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys are done with winter vacation now, huh?
Yeah, almost.
Almost,
The rest
yeah.
of the work is done tomorrow, I think.
How was your vacation? Is it it's vacation time, right?
In Germany, you talking about school or
Nope.
flying?
Well, you're just saying this winter period. Was it a vacation or again just from flying?
I know. It's just repairing the aircraft, you know.
Gotcha. One moment, please.
So, okay.
It's Christine. Hello, Chris. I'm live with Germany, so I got to go.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye. Okay. So it was just time off for time off flying. You were still in school though. Do you have a school break for winter?
Yeah, we had one, but it's not very long. It's like 2 weeks. So I know in America you guys have like one big summer break, I believe.
Yeah.
And in Germany it's like 3 months of vacation from school, but all scattered around the school year.
Oh, I see. All right.
So the next one,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, go ahead.
I believe the next one is in Easter, 2 weeks again, and then we'll go flying. The flying camp, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I
Sounds
think
pretty
I can
easy
check
so
this.
far, isn't it? Let's have a look at the instrument panel. I'm sure you
I don't know
already
if
spotted what we
anything is
call the
planned for
six
Easter
pack.
yet.
6 primary instruments all
But definitely
airplanes
for
also
summer.
have.
So in summer we
Look at the
won't be there
altimeter,
for
for
like
instance.
2 weeks, I believe, or 1 week.
The next
Because then there's
holidays.
the qualification championship in Bush for gliding, German championship.
Oh, that's pretty exciting.
It is.
The next holidays are the Easter breaks. They are in, I think, 7 weeks.
I believe it's in the beginning of April.
7th of April is the first holiday day. It's a Monday.
The last time we spoke, didn't you mention something about this year you'll be flying a different plane? Or you have access to fly another plane?
I'm doing my best 2 years. So currently I'm flying 3 types of aircraft.
Okay.
Gliders.
And what are they?
But I'm ASK-21. The Club Astir, or Jeans Astir, and the KA8, or K8, how we say in German.
Do any of those gliders have the powered flight, the propeller on it?
Sadly not. We don't have any powered gliders in Bush for now.
For now?
But we are discussing to buy a DG-1000, which is also in the simulator.
Guys, where are you? Where are you flying right now?
I've invited you. I'm in Bush.
Right now I'm doing the helicopter training. I haven't completed some of the training, so that's where I'm at the moment.
Heading, what are you flying?
Should I invite you again, Hannes?
No, I'm in the group now, I think.
Okay. Bush natürlich.
Ja. Wat vliegst du gerade?
DF400.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys do that for a minute, and I'm going to take a few minutes to try to finish up this training. So I'm going to be kind of quiet for a few. But you guys go ahead and continue what you want. I'm going to mute the output, the Discord output on the live stream at the moment, so people won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's muted. All right, so yeah, I'm going to get to this training mission and try to hurry up.
No, you don't need to hurry up. I'm just doing some pattern work in Bush at the moment, so nothing too exciting.
As you see, the ground elevation here is around 720 feet. An interesting fact related to altitudes. In forward flight, a helicopter can fly much higher than when it's hovering. After our hovering training, you will understand
And
why
by
it's
the way,
like
you're
that.
very, very quiet.
Now look at the airspeed indicator. What can we learn just by looking at it?
Better? Better now?
A little bit, yeah. Ich muss eben mit Jonse reden, warte mal ganz kurz.
Ja,
You
mach
can
das.
see right away that the indications start from 20 knots. The caution range lasts up to 45 knots, and you should never exceed 130 knots airspeed. Why should we be cautious when flying slow? I will show why in our next training. Now, would you please look at the vertical speed indicator? It is very important to monitor VSI, especially on descent. If you descend faster than 300 feet per minute at low airspeed, you may settle your helicopter into its own downwash. This is called a vortex ring state, and it is an emergency situation you will eventually learn to deal with. But for now, simply get used to monitoring your VSI, just like you monitor altitude, airspeed, and engine parameters. Another thing to remember while flying is to keep the fuselage in the correct streamline position. For that, we monitor the turn coordinator ball, just like we do in airplanes, or the more sensitive indicator, the yaw string, just like we do in gliders. The ball and the yaw string should be kept in the center. We won't use other classic instruments much in our trainings, because we will mostly fly by visual references. However, you do need to know about the EPM, which stands for Electronic Pilot Monitor. Let's start the engine and avionics to see it running.
I need to try to
Right, so
mute the channel.
Got another friend to join the Discord channel, and he's going to be with us soon.
Okay.
Ich könnte jetzt auch dabei.
Mhm. Landing light on. Boost pump on, mixture rich. Gas 50%. Flaps 1. Du hast meine Einladung, oder? Bist du dabei?
All right. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to figure out Discord and how to just temporarily mute the channel, so I can talk uninterrupted, and you can I give you my full attention back. Okay, so this is where it's bugged on me already. Okay, why it's doing this I don't know, but it's usually the second time it'll allow me to go through. So let me hit Control E now. So why it bugs the first time, I don't know. But again, come on, Sobo.
Great. Now you see the electronic pilot monitor running. EPM combines all common motor and rotor monitoring instruments on a single LCD screen, as well as the in-flight fuel management. The thing we're most interested in is the smart power indicator. Have a closer look at it. It is called the MLI, which stands for Multiple Limit Indicator. It is a special feature of the Cabri G2. A red line shows the available performance and limits at a glance. We will refer to the power indications a lot in our trainings. Okay, enough talking. Time to get up in the air and fly. In our next training, you will have your first taste of piloting a Cabri G2.
You know, I hope when you doing that in Discord, I hope I didn't. Hopefully, they're able to still communicate with each other. I hope I didn't screw them up. It just I have a deafened on mine. Oh, I hope they're still able to chat.
...130 km/h, Anfluggeschwindigkeit.
Okay, so it seems like they're just fine. Everything's going fine for them over there.
Here we are, flying along the Grezavon Valley in the French Alps. Look around while I am piloting. On your left-hand side, you can see the Belladon mountain range. And on your right-hand side, there are the Chartreuse Mountains. Beautiful, aren't they? On the count of 3, I will give you control of the helicopter. Prepare to slightly push cyclic forward to maintain the correct attitude. 3, 2, 1. It's yours now.
Mine now.
Using the cyclic, Keep the helicopter in a straight and level flight along the Isar River you can see below. I will take care of the collective control and maintaining the altitude, so you can focus on our speed and ground track. Reach cruise speed of 80 knots. Push the cyclic to speed up, or pull the cyclic to slow down. Now try to maintain 80 knots through all maneuvers. To maintain the same speed, try to remember the position of the horizon line and maintain it visually in the same place. That will make sure you are flying with the same speed. Keep flying straight until the river begins curving to the right.
So I'm trying to avoid the side slip, but it's rather difficult. And I think that's
See how you always need to keep the cyclic reflected to maintain
that's where he's going to be
After you've
dinging your score most.
use the cyclic's trim to release static forces.
It's difficult. I keep wanting to pull backwards. And I keep decreasing my airspeed by pulling it backward. I'm trying to apply the trim to keep it down there. So it's a lot to do. I'm glad it actually is simpler tutorials because it's you know, there's a lot going on here.
Feels better now, right?
A little bit, not much. Still feels like I'm tipping over. So keeping your speed and keeping that ball centered is very, 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 very tough. For me. You might be an ace. It might be no problem for you whatsoever. Some people are born with a piloting gene, I think. You're just mutants and are just so good
Let's try some turns now.
at all of this stuff.
River is turning right. Try to fly above the river and turn right together with its curve.
See, he says you're not supposed to use the pedals really in a turn, but that's to keep your nose aligned. But he said it'll induce slip.
Now make a sharp left turn following the river line. But this time try to make the turn coordinated. Don't forget to use pedals to avoid any slip and skid, just like in airplanes.
Okay, so now we're supposed to use the pedals.
Now you see how little pressure on the controls you need to control a helicopter.
Uh-huh.
Let's do something you never do in airplanes. Let's bring our airspeed to 0 knots. Gently pull the cyclic back until you reach 0 knots. This is called hovering out of ground effect. Feels interesting for airplane pilots, doesn't it? Keep the cyclic back to maintain 0 knots airspeed. Now try to use your trim to move the neutral position of your cyclic. You can trim the helicopter when you hover, when you climb, or when you are in cruise. This releases the forces on the stick and lets you better feel the controls.
I'm just trying to do tiny bits of trim adjustment to get myself to 0. He says we're not at 0. I don't know if I'm... There we go.
Nice. But just when you thought flying helicopters is all easy, I want to admit that currently I'm helping you stabilize our helicopter.
It's not easy.
Since we slowed down, the airflow over the tail is not enough to counteract the helicopter's rotating tendencies anymore. So I keep pushing the right pedal and adjusting our cyclic a little to stabilize our flight. Let me show you what happens when I stop helping you.
Woohoo-wee!
Okay, I'm assisting you again. Don't let these rotating tendencies scare you. It is a fun challenge, and you will master it in no time during our next trainings. As for our today's lesson, I believe a little more practice with maintaining the correct speed would do you good. I would even recommend reviewing your old airplane trainings related to attitude and turns.
Right. The keeping the ball centered is really difficult. The collective levers are key to vertical flight. In this training, you will practice taking off to a hover, changing hovering altitude, landing from a hover. Your instructor will manage the pedals and cyclic while you focus on handling the collective. I'm so glad to be finally connected in Discord with those guys and that they're in the channel. I'm sorry I had scheduled this helicopter training for today's live stream. I'm going to try to hurry up and get through it, and I'd like to join you guys if at all possible. But now that everybody's connected, cool, man.
First hovering lesson. To hover in ground effect means to maintain a constant position a few feet above the ground. It is not as easy as it sounds.
It isn't.
Hovering a helicopter is challenging, a bit like trying to pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time. A helicopter has 3 highly sensitive controls, but at first I will be giving you only one control at a time to handle. Your first control to master will be the collective lever. Remember, it is located on the left side of your seat.
Yes.
The collective controls your height above the ground. We will use it to take off to a hover. When you raise the collective control, the pitch angles of the main rotor blades increase. This increases lift, and the helicopter climbs. When you lower the collective, pitch angles decrease. This decreases lift, so the helicopter descends. Easy, right? Another thing we will need today is the EPM, which stands for Electronic Pilot Monitor. You might remember it from our previous lesson. Today you will learn monitoring power percentage with the multiple limit indicator. The most important thing to remember about power indications is to never go over 100%. You can read more about that subject in the briefing notes. Okay, enough lecturing. Time to fly. Before taking off, always check that all gauges are green and that we have enough fuel. As you can see, the tank is half full. This is more than enough for our training. Now look left and right to make sure we don't have people or vehicles approaching. All good, and we are clear to go. You have collective control now. Slowly raise it to the point where we become light on skids. This will be around 65% of available power. Be careful. First you won't see any reaction to your movement, but power will catch up soon.
I didn't do anything. Be careful. What?
Now move the collective just a little more to get to 2 feet altitude hover. And don't mind us moving laterally. Today I will take care of that. There you are. Keep hovering at 2 feet now. You see, since we are hovering so low, the altimeter will be not useful. Judge your altitude just by looking outside. 2 feet is approximately 1/3 of the length of the Cabri skid. Remember, the main trick of the hovering challenge is to move the controls as gently as possible. When you find a proper collective position, you don't need to keep adjusting it, given that we are not moving and there is no wind like today.
Did I go too high? What?
Look around and memorize how 2 feet of altitude looks. Also, look at the power indications and memorize the number. This is the amount of power required for hovering and ground effect, and it depends on lots of factors such as our weight and the weather. But you may find it useful to remember this number for our training today. Now let's see how little you should increase power to hover at 8 feet altitude. Gently raise the collective just enough to get to 8 feet altitude and stop there.
Can't tell if we're moving forward or going up. Moment. We're going up. And there's 8 feet. Yeah. Seems like we're higher than 8 feet. Oh, come on now.
Great. You are getting more and more confident with collective control. Keep hovering at 8 feet while I am talking. Look around and try to remember how 8 feet altitude looks like. It is an important altitude. You should avoid climbing higher when you hover in ground proximity. We will talk about it more in our later trainings, but for now, just remember, if your engine quits when you are higher than 8 feet and you don't have enough airspeed, you won't be able to land safely. So, whenever you hover stationary in ground proximity or hover taxi, stay below 8 feet and you will be safe. Now let's go back to a 2-foot hover. Still remember which power indications to aim for. There you are. I can see that now you understand sensitivity and inertia of the collective lever much better. Our last objective for this training session is landing from a hover. Remember to always stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude before touching the ground. Now, very gently lower the collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground. Congratulations. You just did your first landing from a hover. I think a little more practice with the collective will do you good.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Uh-oh. Pedals control the direction where the nose of the aircraft points. Flying the pedal in a given direction changes the tail rotor thrust and makes the nose yaw in the direction of the applied pedal. In this training, you will learn to use pedals to make hovering turns to counteract the torque-induced turning tendency.
Welcome to the second part of our hovering training series. This time you will get familiar with anti-torque pedals. I will be helping you at first, but by the end of this training session you will be in full control over our heading. Let's start with taking off to a hover. You already know how to do that. Before raising collective, always check that all gauges are green, we have enough fuel, and there are no obstacles nearby. All good. You have collective control now. Gently raise it. Get light on the skids first, and only then take off to a 2-foot hover. Here you go. It is nice to see you are getting more and more confident with collective control. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Let's move on to the anti-torque pedals now. Look, they are located in the same position as the rudder pedals in airplanes. They also serve similar purpose, which is controlling the direction where the nose of the aircraft points. Only that in helicopters it happens due to increasing or reducing the thrust produced by the tail rotor. Try to gently apply pedals one after the other, and you will see how the nose yaws in the direction of the applied pedal. Easy, isn't it? Now try to turn toward the helicopter parking on your right-hand side. Apply the right pedal to start the turn, and the left one to stop at the required heading. Pretty good. When making pivoting turns, try to make one smooth movement and then stop exactly at the desired heading. Now turn 90 degrees left, back to our original heading toward the runway and away from the hangars. Easy, right? Keep in mind that we use pedals to make turns like that only when hovering. We call it pedal turn. In cruise, we change the direction of flight using the cyclic stick, while pedals are used only for adjusting the side slip angle, like in airplanes. By the way, remember our briefing? There is a torque effect caused by our rotor rotating clockwise, and we use pedals to eliminate this rotating tendency. Until now, I was assisting you with the anti-torque control, so you would be able to try changing heading without additional stress of fighting the torque. It is time for you to have full pedal control. On the count of 3, I will stop assisting you with anti-torque. Remember, our rotor rotates clockwise, which means the torque effect will immediately turn our nose left. You will have to press the right pedal to counteract that torque. Ready? You'll be given full pedal control in 3, 2, 1, now. Try to maintain our original heading toward the runway. It is all a matter of finding a good position for the pedals which counteracts the torque.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
You're doing good. Now, let's turn 90 degrees left, toward the edge of the trees on the left-hand side. Yes, the helicopter will try to turn there itself. as soon as you ease your right pedal pressure. With small, gentle pedals movements, try to keep our nose heading toward the edge of the trees.
Hold it, hold it. Oh, I lost it.
Good. You are getting better and better. Let's now slowly turn right all the way to the helicopter parking, which is behind our back now. Good. Now let's turn 90 degrees left, back to our original heading toward the runway. Super. Now you know how to change and maintain heading with anti-torque pedals, as well as how to counteract the torque. I will now let you perform a little more advanced landing than last time. You will have control of both collective and pedals in the same time. First, fully stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Carefully maintain your heading toward the runway. Always make sure you don't have any movement or yawing before you touch the ground. Now, gently lower the collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground. Congratulations. You landed while pedals and collective. Way to go. Today you mastered anti-dork pedals.
Anti-dork pedals.
Dedicated to cyclic control.
That's how I feel. Need some anti-dork pedals. Take a moment here, go back to Discord real quick and check on the gentlemen, see how they're doing.
Lustig.
Was findest du lustig? Ich finde dein Video auch lustig.
Mein Flugzeug fliegt halt gerade so in ja, 3000 Meter oder so rum.
Hast du
Henning, guck mal nach oben, ob du mein Flugzeug da siehst.
Nee, sehe ich nicht. Nur du siehst meins, ne?
Ja, ja, aber ich sehe meins nicht mehr. Wo ist denn meins hin? Ah, ich kann ja auf meinem... Ah, jetzt gleich direkt über dem Flugplatz.
Hi.
Oh, Genius, you're back now. Cool.
Just for a moment, just checking in, making sure everything's going good with you guys.
Oh, nice.
We're alright, I guess.
Okay, well, you keep at that, and I'm going to get back to the training. I'm making my way through it, almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, take your time.
All right. Far out. It's so nice to hear their voices. They don't have to now type endlessly in the chat. One-sided communication. Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't mute him. Okay. So I think maybe he muted himself. Sorry, I'm checking out Discord again.
Welcome to the third part of our hovering training series. In this training session, you will get familiar with cyclic control, and you will learn to counteract translating tendency. Still remember this term from our briefing? Let's start with taking off to a hover. All gauges are green. We have enough fuel, no obstacles around. Let's go. Slowly raise the collective, get light on the skids, and take off to a 2-foot hover. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude.
Oh. I don't want to get any higher than 82. 81 was the magic number there. Touchy, touchy. Just literally like a hair's breadth movement on the controller there. Come on, you. That's one thing I've often wondered, and maybe it's going to be more commonplace as we move forward in the future. But the ability to just dial in your speed, right? I mean, everything's digital and electronic now, but we, you know, again, using a whatever kind of controls and not having a control just to type it in, to touch it in, to dial it in. Just, I want to go 81. Still telling me I guess I'm too high. I'm not fiddling with it now at the moment. My finger's not on it. It's doing the bobbing and weaving on its own. Bump it up a tiny bit more there.
Here we are.
Okay, great.
You probably realize that I am now helping you with anti-torque pedal control.
Mm-hmm.
This will help you to fully concentrate on the cyclic stick in this lesson. Look there, the cyclic stick is located between the pilot's legs and looks similar to a joystick or an airplane stick. By moving the cyclic forward, backward, right or left, we tilt the main rotor disc in a chosen direction and subsequently move there. We also use cyclic to counteract left drift caused by translating tendency. You don't feel the drift now because I'm helping you to fight it. I'll let you master hovering movements first before you face the drift. Now use pedals and turn the nose of the helicopter toward the helicopter parking on your right-hand side. Slowly ease the cyclic forward to get our helicopter moving. Establish a walking pace over the ground. The trick here is to move very slowly with the speed of a brisk walk.
Well, I'm old now, so a brisk walk for me. I have a new deep appreciation.
Gently pull the cyclic back to stop above the center of the heli parking.
For helicopter pilots.
Go. Keep making tiny corrections to maintain position over the center of the parking. Now make a pedal turn 90 degrees left.
Whoa.
Your nose toward the runway again.
Oh my. Yeah, you people are amazing.
Sideward movement back to our original parking. Keep pointing the helicopter toward the runway, but look left in the direction you are taxiing. Remember to move at a walking pace.
At a medium pace, as Adam Sandler would say. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Guys and gals, forgive me, you know, just that.
Keep hovering over the center of the parking while I'm talking. Remember how I was helping you to fight the drift?
Yeah.
On 3, I will stop assisting you, and you will have full control of the cyclic. Be ready to experience a left tail rotor drift and apply cyclic accordingly to stay over this parking circle. Ready? Prepare to push the cyclic slightly to the right. 3, 2, 1. Your control. Remember, all inputs should be small and quick. You need to make frequent control inputs and corrections just to stay over one spot.
Jeez. Ah.
Not bad. This improves with practice. Of course. Okay, time to land while having full control over cyclic. In collective, of course.
Uh-huh.
Be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can. Don't worry if at first we will be a little outside of it.
Yeah, just a little.
Feet altitude.
Just a little.
You don't have any movement before you touch the ground.
Uh-huh.
It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful.
Oh, shoot. That's more to worry about.
This landing was too hard for our helicopter.
Oh, no.
Until next time, let's try again. Prepare to have full cyclic control and push the cyclic slightly right. Okay, time to land while having full control over cyclic. In collective, of course. Try to be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can. Don't worry if at first we will be a little outside of it. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Make sure you don't have any movement before you touch the ground. It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful.
My lord.
This landing was too hard for our helicopter.
Wow.
Until next time, let's try again. Prepare to have full cyclic control and push the cyclic slightly right. Okay, time to land while having full control over cyclic. In collective, of course. Try to be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can. Don't worry if at first we will be a little outside of it. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Make sure you don't have any movement before you touch the ground. It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful.
My goodness gracious. That's just so tough.
It was too hard for our helicopter. Try to be more gentle next time. Let's try again.
I'm trying to be so gentle.
Control and
And it's just all over the place.
okay, time to land while having full control over cyclic. In collective, of course. Try to be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can. Don't worry if at first we will be a little outside of it. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Make sure you don't have any movement before you touch the ground. It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful.
Yeah, I'm just barely touching anything. Maybe I need to change sensitivities. Make it a little easier. Crazy. Wow.
This landing was too hard for our helicopter.
Sorry, folks. I don't got the zen on this.
Cyclic control and push the cyclic slightly right. Okay, time to land while having full control over cyclic. And collective, of course. Try to be as close to the center of our parking circle as you can. Don't worry if at first we will be a little outside of it. Stabilize your hover at 2 feet altitude. Make sure you don't have any movement before you touch the ground. It is very important because we can easily get dynamic rollover if we are not careful.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Now, gently lower the collective control until you find yourself firmly on the ground. Congratulations. You landed while having full control on cyclic and collective.
It just had sympathy on me and let me pass.
I recommend you to spend a little more time practicing cyclic control before you move to the next lesson.
He felt sorry for me. He's like, oh, my time's up, man. It's time for lunch. That is tricky, tricky, tricky. I'm going to need some assists, I think. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to finagle my controls, I think, because that's just too sensitive, I think. Just too heavy-handed on things.
Welcome to our final hovering lesson, which will bring together collective, cyclic, and pedal skills you've learned before. It is challenging, but you will find it easier and easier with practice. I will assist you with torque and drift counteraction at first, but step by step you will have full control. And by the end of the training, you will be hovering all on your own.
Okay. I'm going to go into settings, and I already have the controllers. I've already added sensitivity in, but I'm going to add more in now. Now, you're going to have to find your own, what works for you. And I wish I understood all of these a little bit better as well. These controls. It's just linear, right? So this would be making it more of a curve. Instead of straight up and down. Or does it go like that? Oh, it goes like that. See what we get.
Okay, ready? All gauges are green. We have enough fuel, and we are clear to go. Using collective, get light on the skids first, and then take off to a 2-foot hover. Use pedals to maintain a heading toward the runway, and cyclic to keep us exactly above the center of our parking. Here you go. Remember how we were practicing pedal control and counteracting the torque? On the count of 3, I will stop applying right pedal and helping you to counteract the rotating tendency. Make sure to maintain the heading toward the runway by using pedals. 3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds.
Man.
Good. You work well with the torque effect. Now let's add the translating tendency. On the count of 3, I will stop applying right cyclic, and I will
Great.
counteract the drift by yourself. Try to stay above our parking circle. And of course, don't forget to maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1, go. You have full control on the helicopter, and you are hovering all by yourself. When you approach the ground, raise collective a little to slow down descent and avoid hitting the ground. Let's try again. Remember
That's crazy.
using pedal control and counteracting the torque? On the count of 3, I will stop applying right pedal and helping you to counteract the rotating tendency. Make sure to maintain the heading toward the runway by using pedals. 3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds. Good. You work well with the torque effect. Now let's add the translating tendency. On the count of 3, I will stop applying right cyclic, and I will let you counteract the drift by yourself. Try to stay above our parking circle. And of course, don't forget to maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1, go. You have full control on the helicopter, and you are hovering all by yourself. Helicopters are generally dynamically unstable, so you should never stop making small corrections. Use cyclic to move and when you approach.
That's crazy.
Raise collective a little to slow down descent and avoid hitting the ground.
So
Try again.
I'm assuming that now we're in 2025.
How we were practicing
They have worked out
and counteracting the torque.
these automatic assists
I will stop
for this,
right pedal and help
because
you counteract the
I get
tendency.
that these are cool and all, but
Toward the runway by using pedals.
I mean,
3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds.
that's why you know, I'm amazed at helicopter pilots. It's just what?
Good. You work well with the torque effect. Now let's add the translating tendency. On the count of 3, I will stop applying right cyclic, and I will let you counteract the drift by yourself. Try to stay above our parking circle. And of course, don't forget to maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1, go. You have full control on the helicopter, and you are hovering all by yourself. When you approach the ground,
That's ridiculous.
slow down descent and avoid hitting the ground. Let's try again. Remember how we were practicing pedal control and counteracting the torque? On the count of 3, I will stop applying right pedal and helping you to counteract the rotating tendency. Make sure to maintain the heading toward the runway by using pedals. 3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds.
Come on now.
Good. You work well with the torque effect. Now let's add the translating tendency. On the count of 3, I will stop applying right cyclic, and I will let you counteract the drift by yourself.
I'm already off.
Try to stay above our parking circle. And of course, don't forget to maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1, go. You have full control on the helicopter, and you are hovering all by yourself. When you approach the ground,
Oh my gosh, folks.
slow down descent and avoid hitting the ground. Let's try again.
All right. Let's see if there's some assists. And if the assists are on, I'm going to be even more sad. They're on. Assisted collective. Not on. Can't turn it on. Maybe they should be off. I don't know. Maybe the computer's actually messing me up. How can I change it?
Remember how we were practicing pedal control and counteracting the torque? On the count of 3, I will stop applying right pedal and helping you to counteract the rotating tendency. Make sure to maintain the heading toward the runway by using pedals. 3, 2, 1, go. Pedal control is fully yours now. Just maintain the heading for a few seconds. Good. You work well with the torque effect. Now let's add the translating tendency. On the count of 3, I will stop applying right cyclic, and I will let you counteract the drift by yourself. Try to stay above our parking circle. And of course, don't forget to maintain the heading. 3, 2, 1, go. You have full control on the helicopter, and you are hovering all by yourself. Helicopters are generally dynamically
Yeah.
so you should never stop making small correction. When you approach the ground, raise collective a little to slow down descent.
Yeah, all right. You know, look, I don't get it. So and I don't get it. You know, I mean, I guess, but that's nuts. Let's go back out to the main menu real quick and see if I can get those settings changed. They didn't want to take their being in the activity. I know they were on, but I wasn't getting anywhere, so maybe I need to have them off. I don't know. We'll try it. It's gonna be much worse. Watch. You know what? I'm so frustrated. I kind of want to take a break and go hang out with the gentleman. So maybe we'll finish up helicopters later tonight. Do.
Ach komm, ich hab doch keine Lust mehr.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I bother for an invite? I'm done with the training. It's frustrated me so bad I want to quit.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, I don't have you as a friend anymore in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hold on.
Oh, me too. What was your name?
Kineas 2020. KINNEAS 2020.
So I have changed my name now because my sister created an account and now it's my sister's name.
So I've sent you a request. I've sent you a request.
Me too.
Okay. I think I have accepted both.
I'll check very quickly. I don't see you on my friends list right now.
No.
Ah, no, you're there, okay.
I see you both.
I sent you an invite.
Okay, I don't see your name.
No, for me it
Oh,
just
yeah.
took like 10 seconds or
Okay.
something like that and then it was there.
Yeah.
Have you received a group invite yet?
Yes.
Oh, very good. The answer?
Yeah?
Okay. I just wanted to know if you're still there.
You know, I'm still there.
Hey, nice to meet you. Cheers.
You too.
I'm gonna step away for a minute and grab a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
Ich glaube, ich fliege gleich vor und so.
Was er gleich fliegt.
I know.
Oh. Shucks.
Bonanza. Ich habe aus Versehen Bonanza geschrieben.
Du bist mir auch so eine Bonanza.
Ja. Bei mir fehlen,
Hola.
glaube ich, ein paar Flugzeuge.
Okay, I'm back. Now, how do I join where you're at?
Now you can just type in the code of the airport.
First you have to click on free flight.
Ah,
Alright, so some of my airplanes are missing.
Okay.
I've got the Aviator Edition and some of my airplanes are missing.
Where
I have
are
no
you
idea
guys?
why.
I can't see you.
I'm in the menu right now. I wanted to get the V-tail Bonanza, but it doesn't show up for me, so I have to take the normal one.
Genius, which plane do you want to fly?
what are you flying?
I'm flying the Bonanza. Beechcraft.
Oh, okay, so actual aircraft. The Icon A5. Let's see if we have it in here. What speed is everybody wanting to go? Does it matter?
I think. Not really, no. I believe I'm still faster than you.
Oh yeah.
Bonanza.
Oh yeah. So should I have something that can keep up with you, or is it doesn't matter? We're just kind of be free flying.
I think we'll just be free flying, but I think we'll see what we're going to do. And I think at least I won't be staying up as late today because tomorrow I'm going to the airport again. So maybe like half an hour maximum hours.
That's fantastic. That works perfect for me. So I'm glad we had. I'm sorry I had already planned to do the helicopter training, but again, now that we're hooked up, we can do it anytime you're available.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think tomorrow we'll have more time, I believe.
What is your airport?
Echo Delta Whiskey Uniform.
Echo Delta Whiskey Uniform. All right.
Echo Delta Whiskey
I think I
Uniform
will
Traffic in
do
Yankee
some
Romeo
circuits
2-1.
around the airport.
4,
Maybe
taking
2
off
or 3.
runway 27.
Oh, I see ya. Far out.
Yeah, on the other side, I put in the throttle and I'll see you in the air, I guess.
It looks good in 2024. Your airport.
Oh, it does. It does. But what's kind of annoying is in the career mode, you have to take the glider runway. So we've got 2 runways. You see the one with the stripes?
Yes.
That's usually the one for the aircraft with engines, and the one you just took off from is the runway for the gliders. And it kind of annoys me that it sends you to the longer runway, which is the one for the gliders, which the little detail that kind of bothers me, but Miss, what are you flying right now?
I'm flying the Icon 2.
What? I didn't understand you.
The Icon. Icon
Ah,
A5.
Icon.
I'm at the startup right now.
So does everyone fly with you guys the Bonanza or?
Hans is flying the Icon. I'm flying the Bonanza, and I don't know if what can you chose right now.
I'm in the Icon A5.
Also. Ah, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's just
Jones is in the Norden.
such an easy sport plane. No fuss.
And amphibious too, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Landing in the woods is really fun too.
Yeah, and that's why I want the fishing. I want to be able to go fishing.
I think you can
That
do
would be really cool though.
I think you can do some water landings in the Palsperre.
So we've got a little lake like, I don't know, 5 miles from here.
Well, if you head towards it, I'll follow you.
No, that'd be less. Alright. It's kind of towards the west. But I'm in the Bonanza, so I can't land with you, sadly. Do you have a speed that I should fly for you to keep up, or?
I am doing. Let me put the pedal down. 90 knots. 100 knots.
Slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm at 100 right now.
Okay. I can get 105.
Yeah, then I'll slow down a little bit.
Oh goodness, you're behind us.
Catching up.
Okay.
Hi, Yonzo.
Yeah.
So pretty in Germany, so green.
Yeah, I also have the time set to June right now because it's a little bit brighter, but right now it's... the weather is alright, I guess. Could be better, but today it was really warm. I think we had the highest temperatures of the year today. Definitely some nice temperatures we have going right now. Now, to land in this lake is pretty tricky, I guess, because it isn't really a straight line, but you need to kind of go in between some obstacles, like some trees and some little islands on the lake.
Yeah, there's plenty of space down there. Let's see here. Yep. Plenty of space.
I believe one circle around the lake is 11 kilometers. So maybe 6.5, oh no, never mind, 5.5 kilometers or something for the length of the lake, I guess.
Yes, your landing gear's down.
Oh, yes.
I will take...
You got eagle eyes.
A5 to Vegas.
Whoa.
Hold on a second, I'll be right back with the Icon 2. I want to land and have fun with you, I guess.
All right.
Beyonce, what about you?
Yeah, I also forgot to get close, so I also get.
Oh no! I'm so dumb. I pressed shut down on the ground. So now I'm in the middle of the forest. I actually can't remember flying the icon in the new simulator.
And I don't know if
I
it's
know that I've flown it.
brought over my upgrade pack for this one. I think that was for 2020. I need to see about it improves the horsepower of the engine with the upgrade. So I'll have to look for that. Believe it improves the aerodynamics a little bit, but what I wanted was the added horsepower. Don't forget this thing has a water rudder. So on the console, it's the lower right-hand corner of your console, center console. And that'll definitely help you maneuver once you're down.
Right. Ah, I see you back there.
Are we able to open the windows yet? No.
And which aircraft was it?
Icon A5.
But you can open the whole cockpit.
Trying to figure out how. If I
Above your head, there's a lever.
aha.
You can put this, and then it theoretically should open.
I think right-click opens it fully.
But I'm a little bit too dumb to do this.
Or butter. Oh yeah, I think it's just right-clicking it once and then it should open fully. But I'm too fast right now to do it, so... But the water physics have improved a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
But I haven't flown so many gliders yet.
The ground textures, the grass, the trees, the environments at this level are really beautiful too. The lighting is very beautiful, everything about it.
Yeah, I can only agree to that, yes. But have you ever done bush flying yet in the new sim?
A little bit. And you know me, Colorado. Yeah, it's very pretty. Well, the rocks are a trip.
Yeah, for sure. But I think the animals you can find are really interesting, I guess.
Now that I haven't done. I haven't gone out and I believe in Colorado though. Yes, a couple of weeks ago, or when I was doing these last, there were antelope near the airport and near the runway, and they run around here.
I have already seen some moose near an airfield and mule deer. I think it's also in the I don't know what it's called in English.
Thanks you.
The photograph mode, I believe. Oh God. Yeah, it's the weekend. I can't speak right now. My brain has turned off.
That's weird. My cockpit door is bugged or something. It doesn't really. I mean, it starts to move, but when I click it or right click it, it doesn't open. If I roll my mouse wheel, it's trying to open.
You're too fast. You have to shut down the engine, so
Oh,
slow down.
thank you.
This is the problem I have.
What we could do, there's 2 beaches here nearby at the lake. We could go to them and maybe go on land.
Yeah.
Way too fast.
I'm trying not to get myself stuck in the trees over here.
You can also set up slew mode in the new sim, so. That just looked like a near miss.
We need an anchor.
Oh yeah. We have, yes, indeed. But do you see each other also hovering on the water? Not really in the water?
Yes, I see you as hovering.
That maybe needs to be fixed too, but
Yeah.
at least we can see each other in the same plane now. Because remember in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 when I was in the F-18 and you saw me as an Airbus?
This shit does not stop.
You have to shut
That is correct.
on the engine.
Yeah, or like I said, we can go to the beaches.
All right, let me turn it back on.
But it's kind of on the other side of the lake, I think. It's a while I've been here. A while ago, I mean. I think last time I was here was December of 2023. I went fishing here, I believe.
Here's a nice camping spot. We have. We're camping.
Oh, I believe
here
Kinny's is stuck in the trees, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set up slew.
Oh. That.
You know, you can see our name tags, so we'll head to the beach.
Hey!
That's a lot to do.
Unless it's further down the lake, right?
Yes, I think so. I have to.
Do we have to find a shot while or
Are we?
Gunter, you're
Okay.
very quiet right now.
sorry?
Oh yeah, here's the beach at the very end of the lake.
Yeah.
Just a small beach, but enough to fish at.
Yeah, it's enough.
And on the ground you can definitely open your canopy. Fuel shut off. You know, honestly, there's a reason you can retract and take out your gear in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
I really like this plane, it's really beautiful. And easy to handle as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Jonte. Oh, and he's gone.
Oh.
What happened?
I nearly crashed.
And Jans is gone. Oh no, he's flying again.
Yeah, I crashed and spawned new. Yeah.
The alternator warning is showing up on my display. Does anybody know how to fix it, or should I maybe land?
I don't. So how does your home, your town look in this one? Is it different?
I guess it's alright, but not really different to the 2020 version. Maybe a little bit more detailed. So
Yeah, Germany's always been pretty high detailed maps. They usually give you the good stuff.
yeah, but in the little city like this, I don't know.
Now your town is just to the west, right? Is it to the west of here?
It's south.
South of here. From the airport?
Yeah, so well, now we should fly a little bit to the southeast, I believe, to get there.
Does your city bump up against this river here?
No.
Okay, so we can't follow the river to it.
The river that is leading to it is really, really small, but I guess I could lead you there because it's really not that far.
All right, following you.
Just turning one more circle here so the other ones can follow too. But they have slow mode, so it's fine, I guess.
I'm right here.
So were you able to set up slow mode now, or?
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, I've seen in this one there isn't the option like in the last one to just set you a bunch of thousands of feet in the air.
I was looking for that too. Yeah, we used to have the little nav button, and you could click it, and it would make you spawn whatever 1,000 feet in the air. Or when we were doing gliding, you showed me that and taught me that because I kept crashing all the time, and I needed to just respawn in the air. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And I really thought this plane was fast, actually. I could go faster in the glider.
I think you're home right now, right?
Yes, because your home is like 20 kilometers further into the south.
Yeah.
And Jonte lives 30 kilometers to the east.
30 more. I think more.
Alright, so where's Bush at?
You have... Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay, we are flying directly towards the city. You need to go a little bit further to the right again.
All right.
Just follow flying steel. He's I think he also knows where he. Nope. He also knows where he is going. Alright, so you can already see the stadium, which is really close to where I live. Hold on, I'll come to you so you can follow me again. Just speeding up the bitrate a little bit so I'm coming to you faster.
I'm gonna do a circle. Okay, there you are.
So he's the stadium right below us?
Yes. Little football.
Yeah, it's a mix of everything, I believe. Now we just need to find where I live.
Yeah. Directly
It's,
below me. Below me.
Sometimes it could be difficult to find it because there's a little streets here. Ah, yeah, here it is. I crashed right into it.
Nice landing.
Yeah, very nice. So where my nose is pointing right now, that's where I live.
All right, coming toward you.
And I guess we could also check out where Hannes lives, but it's a little bit of a ride there, so maybe like, I don't know, 10 minutes of flying?
Really? How did you... Now, did you guys meet each other in school?
We're all like 2 or 1 year apart, so we all just met at the airport. We're all three.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And since we live in different places, we're also on different schools, so... Because I'm in a school in Kloppenburg, and
I'm in Lünen.
Jonte lives in Oldenburg, which is the next largest city next to Kloppenburg. Yeah, and therefore he goes to a school in Oldenburg, of course. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, what next? Do you want to take a longer look at Kloppenburg, or what do you want?
Hannes, how long do we need to fly to your house?
With car it's about 10 minutes, but with airplane 5, 7, not long.
Alright, if you lead the way, I think we can get to it real quickly.
Yeah, okay.
Because
I
I need to turn off soon.
Just follow me.
All right.
Follow Fliegerhase.
Hi, Captain.
And what's also a little bit funny is that even though it is a really small city, it is one of the, I believe, 20 most criminal cities in the state. So.
Oh, where did you go? I lost you. Oh, you turned around and went that way. You slewed.
We didn't slew.
Really? He was in front of me, and then all of a sudden now he's way behind me.
I'll come to you. I know the rough way to go.
Yeah, I can do some circles.
I'll use...
Here's the Galgenmoor. Here... around here is my grandma living.
And now you're flying away with bitrate. Kinius, now you're a little bit too fast. They aren't following.
No, I'm slowing down. I used slew to catch back up over to you guys. Now I'm back to normal flight.
Okay.
And your flaps are still out.
Yeah, so I can... Yeah, I'm just kind of doing a slow flight. Very busy highway.
I wouldn't call it a highway. It's kind of like yeah, I don't really know how to describe it because it's like a road that's
Like
built by. What did you say, Jonte?
interstate.
Yeah, interstate, exactly.
What is the difference between a highway and an interstate? One is the size?
Yeah, the size, I believe. This one can only be like on one side 1 or 2 lanes, and on the autobahn there has more. But the speed limit and the here you can only go 100 kilometers per hour, and on some autobahns in Germany you can go unlimited.
But just on a few, not many.
Yeah, just a few.
Have you driven Autobahn?
Yes, but I'm actually not a big fan of it because, yeah, I think
It's terrifying.
it is, yes. When you're at 260 kilometers per hour, you are a little bit scared, to be honest. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's cool, but yeah, at the same time, that is so dangerous. But if you're in a hurry, woohoo!
That's true. It is.
Oh, okay.
But this results in many really dangerous crashes. So.
Oh, I'll bet. They've just finally, in certain places in the interior of the United States, we can go 80 miles per hour, and there's still people that are going to go 20, 30 over that before getting ticketed. But, that's kind of as far as the fastest we'll go. And I don't know what that is, kilometers, but
I think it's kind of like times 2, so 160. So I know 60 miles an hour is 100 kilometers an hour. So I believe it's something like 120 maybe.
that's pretty.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, we reached Hamilton.
All right. Let me pop out.
I'm going
a little bit close formation right now.
park directly next to my phone.
You gonna land?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he wants to
Right.
show us the south.
Excellent.
I'm trying to. Oh, that's not setting.
Did you land on
Oh,
to your house?
Yeah.
I stressed the icon.
With too many G's or?
Yeah, I think so. It broke. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've turned the dimension model off in the free flight because it's a little bit annoying. Can't have fun.
Oh, I definitely keep it on. I'd like to know where my screw up, where my tolerances are.
I believe now with the damage turned on, you can't land on the field with us, right?
Oh, I should be able to. I would think.
I also got damage on and I can also land on field.
Huh.
Because I believe in the 2020 you couldn't land on fields, right?
Yeah, you can land anywhere you want.
So,
Aha, I see ya.
my right wing is my home. It doesn't look like this shape in reality, but yeah, in this position.
Why does my engine turn off? Yeah, maybe I should consider the alternator warning, because my engine keeps turning off, but it doesn't matter. What? Look, Hannes, here's even the trampoline in your house.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah. But not model, but there's the satellite picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Alright.
And now we're all texting into each other.
At the moment we have a very big hole in the middle of our garden.
Oops.
Because my dad is building a new pool.
Crashing out.
Oh Yonder, where are you?
I think he might have died.
Like,
So So you're saying that circle is a trampoline?
Yeah.
The little blue thing here, yes.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Well, those houses look pretty big.
Yeah. I think a little bit. Yeah.
I think the most houses in Germany are bigger than the general houses in the United States. So,
I just found out how to teleport yourself up. It's, for me, alt space.
Alt space?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not, well, I'm out of the plane. It's so nice. I'm sure it was nice having these lovely fields all around you. Just to play and to just whatever to have around you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. It's a beautiful.
Very nice to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
And then you have a nice little pond, not too far.
That's true.
Oh, this is beautiful.
in which state do you live?
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I think, Jonte, do you have a US American citizenship?
Yeah, I got.
Wow.
Actually, I'm born in the United States, but my family moved back to Germany.
The plane is going without me.
I don't know.
You were born in the United States, Vesti?
Yeah.
I was born in Germany, Vesti.
Where in Germany?
Who just crashed in Hannes' house?
It was me.
Launchstool.
Where are you born?
Launchstool? Army base?
Oh, never heard of it.
Landstuhl? Landstuhl?
In Rheinland-Pfalz.
I'm pretty sure they don't call it Rheinland-Pfalz in
Yeah,
English.
I know, but
Let me look it up, see what it says.
a little bit. Oh, Rammstein Air Base.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Landstuhl is directly south of Rammstein Air Base. So a little bit north of, a little bit west of Kaiserslautern.
Yeah, I'm seeing Rammstein north of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my dad was in the army, and he was stationed over there when I was born, and then 1 year later, they moved back to the United States. So of course I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty sounds pretty similar to the thing to the story for me, because my dad worked there as a flight instructor in Wichita Falls in Texas.
Oh, neat.
Then he moved. They moved back. I think 2 years later or something. So I don't remember also anything.
I've forgotten how to get out of my aircraft. Alt T?
Gypsy.
Gypsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized, yeah, you guys are all out. Doesn't want to let me out. Let me out, you.
I was too fast as I crashed into your house. Oopsie.
Oh no. Oh no.
No damage.
I hope so.
go check if there's a hole in your house now.
Let me check. Oh yeah, a very big hole.
Ah, so you're walking outside now too.
Yeah.
What have you in?
I like the flight suit. Yeah.
Which person do you mean?
Hannes and Kineas in the military suit, I believe.
So I actually only see your name tag, so I can't see any characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's playing on Xbox, so he can't change the graphic settings.
I'm realizing, Jonte, you and Kinyas have the same character.
Yeah.
You have the same character.
Not on this end. It's not displaying it.
For me, it looks like Hannes and Kineas have the same character.
Okay.
Wow. And you guys look like you're wearing black t-shirts and sunglasses to me. Maybe it's showing me as a default too. I don't know.
Yeah, so I believe I'm actually dressed in a t-shirt and sunglasses. Yeah.
Henning, you're in a military suit.
Yeah, in a flight suit.
Yeah.
No, okay, I don't know.
A fighter pilot flight suit. You're the only one who looks different.
Yeah, for me, you two, Hannes and Kineas, you have the military suit, and Jonte is casual. Yeah, but who doesn't need a military suit to fly in the Icon, right?
Yeah.
When you pull so many Gs.
It's a beast.
I believe that is my aircraft.
Have you been doing the career mode?
Not very frequently, but
Have you flown the Draco?
Yeah.
yes, but I'm not a really big fan of it. It has too much power to be honest.
That is insane.
Yeah. But I think
I can't handle it while taxiing, so I crashed.
yeah.
It finds only on
Too overboard.
runway or something.
Yeah.
I'm terribly afraid because every time I fly it, there goes my score.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do bad enough as it is.
I've only flown it like twice or something, and then I'm just like, no, I'm just, I can't stand this aircraft.
I don't know. I hope that they allow us to start using any planes that we want. And I don't know if when you get a company, you can use whatever planes you want. But I wanted that sky van. That was the reason why I bought the sky van, is because I wanted to do cargo runs in the sky van.
I'm pretty sure you can't choose. Oh, I don't know.
The Skyvan is a horrible airplane. It's so unbelievable terrifying.
I love it.
Flying sometimes in Farabush. It's so loud. It's unbelievable. Flying. Henning, was ist das Schuhkarton auf Englisch?
Cardboard box or shoebox.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I heard you guys have one at your airport.
No, we don't have it, but it's
It comes over for
Yeah.
like once a year or something. It's throwing off skydivers, like. But none of us really like it.
yeah, it's so annoying.
After doing all of my career, when I was doing the world tour, I've been flying the Caravan and doing all the cargo missions in whatever I was doing, whatever. But anyway, I always wanted something that was bigger than the Caravan, but I didn't want to go up to a jet. And so when I saw the Skyvan, I thought, oh, perfect. It's just the right size in between where I want to be. Yeah, it is kind of a nightmare, but at the same time, I think I'm falling in love with it.
Yeah, that's true. I think for your purposes, it's a perfect airplane.
And I'm always talking on my live streams about how I imagine living in my plane, a tiny home, and the Caravan is just a little bit too small. but the Skyvan, perfect. You could set everything you need up to live in that space.
Yeah, that's true.
So I look at, that's the reasons why I like it. You know, I mean,
It's definitely a valid point, but from the bystanders on the ground, it's just a really loud and annoying aircraft.
I don't doubt it. But when you put a cute paint job on it like the fish, then they have to go, oh, that's so cute. It's loud, but it's so cute.
Yeah, that's
And it's kind of a hazard for our gliders. So the gliders have so big wings that the turboprop engine kind of blows it away. So every time at least one person has to stand by the gliders.
Well, you said you needed to get out of here and wrap it up, and I don't want to keep these live streams too long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up as well. And
Sounds good. I really need to go to bed too.
yeah, what are your plans for tomorrow, maybe, or when do you see some time opening up?
Maybe tomorrow, yes, I believe, but tomorrow evening, like the same time.
Okay, same time.
Maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know how late it is.
All right, well, I'll make sure that I can be around, so I'll try to be around.
I will definitely join the stream, but I can't be online in the sim because I'm sleeping at the airport, I think.
That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
I wish I could say that. Yeah, I'm going to be sleeping at the airport this weekend, you know, working on planes, and that's so cool. Yeah, I could, but
Every time you want, you can visit us. You're definitely welcome.
yeah, but the flight to Europe costs $3,000, I believe.
maybe if we get maybe if we can get our economy in order and I can get my life in order, yeah, maybe. But either way, until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for connecting in Discord. I'm glad we are finally all together.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
And it was nice meeting you, Vesti, and nice hearing your story. Oh, cool. You changed it to nighttime. I like it. Oh, I love the lighting. Oh, I love the lighting.
I just left, so
Yeah,
it's
so
night now.
beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've got my grasses and stuff. I don't think they're turned up all the way, but it's so pretty. All right. Well, let me get out of Discord and say goodbye on the channel. So, okay, see you guys later.
Yep, see you.
Okay. How cool. Yeah, well, you know, play it by ear. So today we did some of the helicopter stuff and you saw where my deficiencies lie. You know, and I'm going to have to use assists or I'm going to have to do whatever to, I mean, I've flown helicopter before, but again, usually all the assists are on or whatever. So, but I will keep endeavoring to get it. Okay. So yesterday I said I wanted to come back last night to do the helicopter stuff, but I was having too much problems with the controllers actually and didn't get to it. But it's early in the day still. It's only 4:40. So I would like to do an evening live stream tonight, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. If not, same time tomorrow, approximately, and we'll try to hook up with the boys again and do some more flying. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. That helps. Christine would greatly appreciate it, I'm sure.